Bit of a change in scenery here now. Daughter's in having her dinner, to be honest with you. But obviously I uploaded the video yesterday, Tuesday, March the 5th, 2024. And there's a couple of things I want to keep going with. And obviously I spoke about being followed around by people subcontracted in Waterford City Council. This is ongoing. Many of them are actually from around the Rice Park area, which would be from where I grew up. It'd also be the part from where the Halligans grew up, belonging to children's grouping. So that's how kind of close we are within the same area. So I'll give you an insight into these kind of clowns from around Rice Park who feels they need to be following me around, like certain electricians, people who lay carpet, usual knobheads doing anything for a contract. Let's be honest with you, I'd rather mind their own fucking business. I've been making kind of videos, I've been recording people following me. Obviously I'm not going to upload them all one by one because that'd be stupid, take up too much time. So what I'll do is I'm just going to kind of save them up, because it's not all people, you know what I mean? There's only a handful of people. They're trying to make it look like I'm blaming everyone. I know. There's just a handful of people. And I said this in the last video, like, it doesn't have to be a conspiracy for like a certain amount of people to be engaged with another group of people that enables them to be given work. And once I started talking about Roisin Doherty and Leo Kennedy, these are both members of Waterford City Council. They got caught searching my mother's bedroom when my mother was in fucking bed watching. This is 100% true. I will fucking swear an affidavit on this. And I can't really go into more details in it, but if you want to go into more details, like, I'll do it in a courtroom and I'll provide fucking me defence. Let's just put it that way, because that's the way this is going. I'm not backing down from this. And Waterford Gardaí, if that's your way of policing this by engaging in the criminality of what's going on in Waterford. Do you know what I mean? You've already, let's be honest with you, swapped summonses. You fucking had a fucking twice. I was assaulted by Waterford Gardaís. Once in front of my wife, actually. I went up to make a statement about corruption, about a politician. I spoke about this on previous videos. And I was assaulted in front of my wife. He wouldn't sit down so I could give the statement. Really hostile atmosphere. Yeah, but like Waterford Gardaí now are just kind of following me fucking from A to B. They're basically trying to socially shun me to the point where you can't go any further with this. And it is what it is. I'm done arguing with these fucking people. If they want to follow me, follow me. I still want my case taken in front of a judge though. Under the Irish Constitution, my family has fucking rights to be protected. My wife and my daughter are constantly in danger because you don't want to deal with the fucking person that was abusing people in a fucking charity over and over and over again. And when he covered for the person the first time, it just, what do you think was going to fucking happen? He went on and done it again and again and again. You seem to be forgetting about the other person who was asked to leave the place, that he was giving the place a bad name over these fucking hanging around the young fucking girls. I'll be nice and put it that way, let's be honest with that. But a while ago, a couple of years ago there, one of the girls that I'm just referring to, not mention anyone's names, she basically put up on Facebook that he was nothing but a fucking pervert. Now I agree with her, being honest with you, because I grew up with the tramp, being honest with you, and so did a lot of me mates. But anyway, he was asked to stay away over his behaviour around the young girls up there. He was asked to stay away. He was giving the place a bad name, right? And they covered up his actions. This is another person. This is not to do with the other shit now. This is another person, but this is what was going on. So he was made stay away. He's out there hiding in a fucking church, pretending he's a fucking man of God. So I mean, praying for fucking, not even praying for forgiveness. I was going to say he's praying for forgiveness. He's praying that these actions don't come out realistically. That's the truth of it. But there's no one seemed to be talking about that. When that girl put that up on social media, right, on Facebook, now this is before there was any law changes or anything, so it was a civil matter when she put that on social media, right? The guards knocked at her door. Someone high enough, right, in Waterford was able to contact local guards, and they knocked at her door and they fucking threatened her. Do you know what I mean? So that'll go to show you what's really being covered up here. And you know what I mean? And because I keep talking about like fucking how Mary Halligan up in children's group, like, that woman has a load of fucking questions to answer. Why is there nobody asking the questions of what action she had in all of this? What protocol did she follow? Do you know what I mean? Because there's a stringent fucking protocol. I study psychology. I know the code of ethics and the code of conduct, and she breached them. I can't get into how I know she breached them. She knows I know she breached them. And it was said to me in a message, in an email. They know I have these emails, they know I've had these messages, you know, I've spoken in previous videos about reading these messages when a certain court case finishes, because I don't want to fucking tarnish the case, basically, which is what I would do. Do you know what I mean? So I'll wait. But you know what I mean? But that's another incident up in that charity. Do you know what I mean? That got covered up. And then you have the people who were covering it up. Well, why are they held accountable? Do you know what I mean? And one of these scumbags, let's be honest, but he interfered with my mother's funeral, Henry Halligan. This is the brother now of John fucking Halligan, ex-mayor, ex-minister. These fuckers are allowed to do what they want for the past 20 years. Do you know what I mean? And people are frightened to talk about it. There was a bit of an issue there 20 odd years ago. There was a person shot there 20 odd years ago. And certain people played up on it that they were being a vigilante and fucking all this kind of stuff. Your man was a soft target. He was fucking purposely targeted. It wasn't the vigilante kind of thing. It was partly due to drugs. And it was partly due to something else. And there's a few people in Waterford would know this. And there's a few people who don't. But I used to sell drugs 20 odd years ago. It's not something I'm proud of. It's fucking something that I did, and it is what it is. But my mate was delivering drugs with this fella's brother, this so-called vigilante who worked his way up socially through Waterford. Do you know what I mean? While his brother was going around fucking delivering fucking drugs. Do you know what I mean? This was weeks after they had shot your man. Do you know what I mean? So don't be such a fucking hypocrite. So now, like, this shit has hit the fan in Waterford. You have Waterford Gardaí, you have Waterford Council. We have Tussla, obviously. The fucking Tussla are never very far, let's be honest about it, from any kind of issue in Ireland. Do you know what I mean? Then you have GSOC. Then we have a Minister of Justice pretending that there's nothing happening. Won't respond to me now at the moment. I think the last email she sent me saying that she didn't have the remit to fucking to get involved in an investigation. I want National to get involved in an investigation. I was pointing out that I need legal assistance to be able to hold the government accountable for their failure to deal with the corruption of their employees. Basically, I have a right to be able to fucking live free of torture. So does my wife. So does my daughter. So does her mother. Do you know what I mean? This whole psychological torture, which is being done. That's what it is. It is psychological, and do you know what I mean? She won't assist me in getting any kind of legal assistance. And the reason they won't give me any kind of legal assistance because what I'm saying is fucking true. It's simple as that. And I know I probably curse a bit much, and I'll be honest with you. And I know I'm kind of speaking very fast here now. It's because I only have 10 minutes on this TikTok. I'll eventually upload a whole lot of this over the next couple of weeks. Soon, actually. I'll eventually upload all of this over the next kind of 2 or 3 weeks onto YouTube. And if you want to look at it, you can look at it. If you don't. Do you know what I mean? But see all these clowns follow me around. Do you know what I mean? You're being used. It's amazing how you all seem to know where I am every time. Do you know what I mean? So that's how widely known this tracker is on my car. It was set up on social media, and this was all put together by a psychologist, believe it or not. And she's employed by Waterford Tussla. And if I was to say that psychologist's name, like I would obviously be slandering her or defaming her if it was untrue, would I not? Well, her name is Anne Carey. They need to be investigated. Now, if I'm lying, take a court case against me. I'll go into a court and I'll provide the fucking evidence of what I'm saying. And we let the judge decide if what I'm saying is true. Do you know what I mean? And did in fact this woman breach protocol, breach code of ethics, code of conduct? It seems to be a Waterford fucking thing though. Totally fucking that children's group link, Waterford Gardaí, like, do you know what I mean? And being told that you can't beat the system and you can't fight the system, that this is the way it is. Like, the way it is because of that outlook. Do you know what I mean? Let's be honest about it. I'm open to any legal action taken against me. Take me into a courtroom criminally and I will defend myself. I don't even need a fucking solicitor to defend myself in a courtroom. I can tell you that now for a fact. And it's not because I'm fucking legally able or anything. It's just because I have documentation that I can just provide to the judge, which they know. They've already stole the documentation. That's what happened. They actually came into my apartment and stole my paperwork. And they deleted all my emails. But what happened then is my wife got me back into the Google Cloud and I got a lot of the documentation back. So now the shit has hit the fan. So now they're trying to make me look like everything and fucking anything. And the further I'm talking about this, unfortunately, the further I'm moving away from me ex and this Anne Carey, who essentially started all this. And I'm going to talk about all of this because unfortunately I met this woman in fucking rehab. And the parting words from the people in rehab, they warned me about her lack of empathy and the things that she was capable of doing. I now understand why they were fucking warning me. But I'm going to talk about all of this, and it's time now that someone like spoke about all of this. Do you know what I mean? Instead of being given a one-sided fucking story. So, and I have to try and put it up on YouTube, basically, to kind of have a longer kind of say, because I'm trying to squeeze things into these 10 minutes videos on fucking TikTok, do you know what I mean? And it's kind of, I forget half of what I want to say, being honest with you, do you know what I mean? And obviously I'm uncomfortable doing these kind of fucking things. Hence the reason I keep using bad language, so like, apologies for that. But there's a load of documentation. These people use my life as a fucking experiment, and I'm not entitled to talk about it. And they're going to threaten me, bringing me to court and sending me to jail because I want to talk about the truth, and they don't want to talk about the truth. They want to wave shit in your face, but they don't want to have it investigated. I want it all investigated, what I'm saying and what they're saying, but they don't want to have that investigated either. But it's a case now of I can either step up to this there now, or I can step out with a way, and I'm not fucking going, I can tell you that. And I'm not going to back down from it either. So realistically, it's going to get to a pinnacle, and I'll probably end up having to face jail. And when I do go to jail, I will speak to someone legally from the European Union about my human rights and the abuse of my human rights by the Irish government. And was culturally acceptable in fucking Waterford. I don't know about Ireland, but in Waterford, the corruption is so fucking rampant and so bad. No one will ever stand up to this. That's basically it. Like, look what's happening to my life for standing up to girls who tried to come forward, threatened with the IRA. It wasn't the IRA, it was just someone moonlighting as the IRA. Someone with links to a politician, but another politician knew all about it. Do you know what I mean? This is what's going on. Guards asking fucking girls, had they CCTV footage from 20 years ago for historic sexual abuse? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, girls waiving their anonymity, willing to fucking waive their anonymity, make statements, and they still can't get it through the fucking DPP because Waterford Gardaí is forever filling the DPP up with shit to protect the fucking accused. And the real reason why certain people are being protected, it's not because he's such a nice fucking person, man. It's because there's so many other people that protected him. Do you know what I mean? There's so many other people knew what he was doing. Everyone knew what he was fucking doing. Let's be honest about it. Do you know what I mean? Once he got caught with his hands in the cookie jar, you think he would have stopped, but he continued over the course of several years. Do you know what I mean? And unfortunately, several fucking girls. And they don't want me talking about this. And you have every politician like doing a favour for another politician, and every fucking weasel that's linked in with Waterford Council. Like, not all of them. Not all of them. Every weasel that I'm saying linked in that's getting backhanders contracts. Do you know what I mean? Speaking about people getting fucking contracts, Leo Kennedy, you got caught searching my mother's, right? That's 100% fact. You were wearing a blue fucking Fred Perry and a pair of jeans. Roisin Doherty was wearing a white anorak. She was wearing a black pants and she had a clipboard in her fucking hand. That's a fact. It got covered up by Joe Daniels. And certain people are speaking about this, they should also be looked into, because there's many contracts keeping the siblings of these people afloat, and the sons and the daughters. They're being given like an extraordinary amount of fucking contracts. Do you know what I mean? If it was really looked into, do you know what I mean? The nepotism that goes on in Waterford is unfucking believable. You have a CEO in that Waterford Council, another person with his head buried in the fucking sand, another Helen McEntee. Like, if he's not up to dealing, at least having the fucking courtesy to fucking answer an email, how do you expect him to deal with corruption? He can't even answer an email. Do you know what I mean? Waterford Council took out a load of my emails. 90% of my emails they took out, right? And fucking the doctor had me filed basically trying to hide their actions. But as I said, I got back on Google Cloud. So I took out some of the emails. And just to show this Michael Walsh, who's the CEO of Waterford Council, I sent him in one or two of the emails. Just to show that I had the emails that they were after removing. He didn't even fucking respond. Do you know what I mean? So this is what you have in Waterford. So it's a case of either me having to either step up or step out with a way. So this is about to get kind of fucking very messy, I'd imagine. And I could potentially end up going to fucking jail. And if I do go to jail, I promise you something for nothing, I'll refuse food immediately. But I'm willing to speak to someone from the European Union in an effort to having some kind of legal approach to this and take it in front of a judge. That's all I want with this. I just want to take it in front of a judge, and I will provide what evidence I have. And he could say that there's no fucking case there. And that's that. I just have to suck it up. They won't let it get that far. Why do you think they won't let it get that far? Do you know what I mean? Why do you think Ray Halligan, despite him being caught on video which is on my first TikTok video. Go look at it. Why do you think the guards didn't come down and arrest him? Why do you think the guards didn't take my wife's statement? You see him putting his hand on me fucking car door, on the fucking, trying to open the door. Do you know what I mean? So where's the deterrence? Realistically, where's the deterrence? There's no deterrence whatsoever for this kind of corruption. There's no fucking encouragement to come forward when you're after being kind of fucking groomed or sexually abused in any of these fucking places. Do you know what I mean? So why would you come forward? Like, as soon as you mention a high profile person, look what you're going to be put through. Do you know what I mean? Like, look at the case with Bill Keneally in Waterford. Look at the manner that was handled. Why is certain other cases in Waterford not handled the same way? Do you know what I mean? Like, who are they protecting? But it's not really about who they're protecting, as I just said there. It's about protecting the people who protected him, because there's a number of people who protected him, and they actually protected somebody else as well. As I just said, he was asked to stay away from the place. He was giving the place a bad name. Do you know what I mean? That was his punishment picture. And what was the punishment for the person presently? Oh yeah, he was promoted and promoted and promoted, and then they tried to stick him in fucking politics to try and discredit all the girls. Do you know what I mean? Just like when they had him up there a couple of weeks ago, that was to discredit the girls again. Do you know what I mean? Just like when they changed the name of Children's Group to the Mary Halligan Foundation, that was to discredit the girls, because that woman is no way a candidate for that place to be called fucking the Mary Halligan Foundation. There needs to be a transparent inquiry into fucking her and what she knew, 100%. And I have documentation, and I will provide the documentation. But yeah, it's going to get a whole lot messier. If I'm being honest with you, I tried to do it the right way. I tried to follow fucking protocol. I tried to do the whole due process. I went through the fucking ombudsman. I'm supposed to go back now to the same ombudsman who's protecting the guards. The same ombudsman that Helen McEntee knows is ignoring me. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's unbelievable. Helen McEntee, you need to step up or step out of that fucking job, with one or the other. It's as simple as that. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'm probably sound a bit irate, I'd imagine. Getting followed around by these twits. But it is what it is. I don't mind fucking out, if I'm being honest with you. I could probably go out and take the tracker off my car if I wanted. But I don't want it. I want the guard to take it off, being honest with you. They should be well able to take it off, because they definitely know who put it fucking on. I can tell you that, illegally. Obviously, I'll probably sound unhinged, and I'm probably going to say that I'm losing my mind or some kind of shit like that. I'm not. Do you know what I mean? I'm not losing my mind. I'm not unhinged. I'm not going to fucking back down to this or any kind of like bullying fucking tactics or fucking intimidation. Yeah, so I think I'll leave it there anyway. So obviously I'll be making more videos a lot more frequently, and I'll try and use less bad language, and I'm going to push this as far as I can, because like at the end of the day, I have human rights. The family unit is what matters in the Irish Constitution, realistically, but it's been abused. Do you know what I mean? You have a right to live free of torture, free from psychological fucking warfare. That's what this is now at this fucking stage. Do you know what I mean? But you have rights, you have human rights. Do you know what I mean? These need to be honoured. Our government is purposely pretending they don't see the corruption. I've actually posted up evidence up to Helen McEntee. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I leave it there, because it'll end up going on and on. So that's it. Yeah, I'll be back in touch. Thanks.